Yo, what's up, guys? It's Persistence. And recently on one of my videos, somebody commented saying, how do you make money in 2018? Like, how am I making my money on DC? So today I decided to do a live commentary in this bitch. And I'm gonna basically explain what I do to make my money. Now, what I'm about to say is common sense. It's nothing magical. You probably heard of the things that I do. It's what a lot of people do to make money, actually. But I'm just gonna let you guys know either way because some of you guys want to know how I'm making my money. So number one, what I do is look in trade chat sometimes. That's what I like to do. I always have trade chat enabled because you never know what the hell somebody could be shouting. Like 4 months ago or 5 months ago, my PS4 is really loud. I'm so sorry if you guys are like listening to this shit and you're like, what the hell is that in the background? Like, let's have a moment of silence real quick for this PS4. Listen. You hear how loud that bullshit is? But anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I like to look in trade chat. Sometimes, I mean not sometimes, all the time when I'm on DC because you never know what somebody could put in trade chat. Like for example, 4 months ago or 5 months ago, my friend ended up getting a plasmic aura, a OG plasmic aura for um, what was it? 500 mil. It's kind of hard to DPS and talk at the same time. What the fuck? But yeah, my friend got an OG plasmic for 500 mil, and he flipped it for 1.4 billion. I mean, so if you have that much money, you could have bought that aura, and you could have been, I mean, you could have held on to it. You could have sold it for 2 billion. I don't know, but basically look in trade chat because you never know what somebody might be looking for. For example, what I like to do in trade chat a lot is if somebody's shouting to trade like a Nimbus, any kind of Nimbus or any kind of smoke, I would ask them, what do you want for it? And 9 times out of 10, they're probably going to be like, I want to trade it for, like if a new booster bundle drops and if somebody's saying willing to trade orange plasmic, they're probably looking for one of the newest auras that just dropped. And what I like to do if that's the case is I'll just buy the aura straight from the broker and make the trade, and I would either flip the aura right away or I will just hold on to the aura on a different tune and wait for the price to go up even more because you know the plasmics are worth a lot. Like they're at least 20 mil or 15 mil depending on which plasmic we're talking about. So I would hold on to that aura and flip it later on, or if it's a really good profit, I'll just flip it right there and then if I find a buyer, or if I just stick it in the broker and it sells, whatever. So yeah, first what I like to do, like I said, is just look in trade chat because you never know what the fuck happens, and it's just good to look in trade chat. I mean, if you're looking for something, you're gonna be shouting in trade, and somebody might have it. Always have trade chat enabled if you don't. So that's number one. Number two, this is actually one of the main things that I like to, one of the best things that I like to do. This is like one of the, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say like this is one of my best methods for making money on DC. There you go. This is what I like to do when a new DLC drops. Like let's say Earth 3 for example. I spammed the shit out of the alert because the rarest collections dropped from the alert. And so like every time a new DLC comes out, everything will be expensive from that DLC for at least 2 weeks. I mean at least 2 weeks. So like when the DLC first drops, and if you're online or if you have some time to get on when the new DLC drops, go ahead and get your gear so you could get that little bonus, and so collections can drop for you, OP collections. You know what I mean? You got to get that feat first to get the drops, right? So go ahead and do that. And then what you're gonna do is spam the shit out of whatever gives you the rarest collection pieces. Like for Earth 3, the recent DLC, it was Injustice System. And so I spammed the shit out of the alert with my friend. We had a resetter that was doing the reset glitch, and so we kept on getting resets for dirt cheap. So we spammed the shit out of that, and I'm not gonna lie to you, my friend was there with me. My luck was ridiculous. Like, you never know how your luck is. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't, but my luck was ridiculous. So I ended up making about at least 400 million. I got the Deathstorm piece like 5 times and sold it for like 60 mil, 40 mil, 50 mil. And so yeah, that's my number two go-to. If I'm really desperate for money, when a new DLC drops, I'll just prepare myself to spam the shit out of whatever gives you the rarest collection pieces. and I would do that day one, and of course I would make some money. I'll make at least 200 mil from a DLC when it drops. Like the first 3 weeks, I'll make at least 300 mil or 200 mil just from spamming alerts. A lot of people are like stuck on equipping the new collections. I mean the OP collections the first few weeks. I mean it can wait. I understand you got to get your gear, you got to look OP for wave docs, and you got to look this and that, and you got to have the stats or whatever, but it's not worth it when the new DLC first drops, because the shit is worth a lot. So that's number two. That's what I like to do. I like to farm OP collections when the DLC is fresh and hot. And number three, I buy auras. For example, the booster bundle just came out, right? So I'm sitting on a few liquid materials. I'm gonna actually show you guys what I have saved on this tuner. Actually, I have an alt, by the way, if you guys didn't know. I just don't like to work on my alts because I feel like it's a waste of time. I'd rather be very OP and great on one tune than be average on like 5 tunes. The liquid material is the OG aura, aka the rarest. So what I like to do is just buy a few of them when they're cheap and just put them in my bank and just forget about them. Literally just focus on my main and act like this tune does not exist. I know it's hard to do when you need money and shit, but trust me, it pays off. So what I do is just I sit on a bunch of auras, man. Like I'm gonna show you guys some of the auras that I have in there. I'm gonna show you guys too. Yeah, why not? Alright, so I'll just show you guys the top part. Liquid, 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 red nimbus, orange plasmic, red filament. So yeah, just hold on to auras like that and just keep them for a while. Sit on them for a while. If somebody throws up a good offer, then just take it out of your bank and sell it and make your profit, or just hold on to those auras, forget about them, put them on like a level 5 alt so you just never get on that tune, and just make the tune name do not get on this account, or just set up a date, like fucking make a tune name that says get on this account after 4 months. You can't even make that name because it's too long, but shit. So what I'm trying to say is save up auras that are expensive. If you find a good deal in trade chat and somebody's selling like a plasmic, like an orange plasmic or a blue plasmic, ask them if they want some of the freshest auras that just dropped, and be like, yo, I'll give you a blue filament and a blue ripple for that blue plasmic, and they might be like, all right, and that's a good deal. So yeah, that's basically it. That's all I do to make money. It's nothing magical. That's what everybody else does. But yeah, I mean, you guys wanted to know, so yeah, that's what I do. If you guys have any other questions, or if you guys want me to make other videos, or if you guys actually want me to like, never mind, I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, just comment down below if you guys want me to do loadout videos or whatever. If you guys need tank loadouts, or if you guys want more tips on how to use ice or earth, any power for tanking except atomic, because I do not want to do atomic. Atomic is way too simple, and it should be straightforward with atomic. I don't like atomic, so just comment down if you guys need help with tanking, or if you guys want me to do any other kind of video. I will do it in my spare time. So yeah, guys, it's been persistence.